Alrighty, good morning, folks. Switch the camera around. Morning. Hope everybody's doing all right today. Out here in the shop, and y'all talking about the weather. It is quite chilly here today. Even though the sun's shining, you can see it coming in through the door out there. Yeah, it's cold. It's been getting down to about 20 degrees Fahrenheit around here at night for the last few nights, actually. And this evening into tomorrow morning, we're supposed to get a wintry mix of snow and freezing rain. Hopefully it will be in that order. Because they've not salted any of the roads around here yet, and driving on ice is no fun. So yeah, it's pretty cold. I don't know if we're actually going to get anything that'll stick. I mean, the ground's cold enough for snow to stick, but I don't know. It's supposed to get up to almost 50 degrees here today, and then also be in the mid 40s, lower 40s tomorrow during the day. So we'll just kind of have to wait and see what happens. The joke here in North Carolina is if you don't like the weather, just wait a day or two and it'll change. We had some really cold, rainy weather earlier this week. I was talking about that the other day, but anyway, yeah, I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention to it. I don't think I'm gonna get really the wintry-ish weather here. But I don't know. I'm close enough to where it's a possibility. So we'll just have to wait and see. But good morning to Rune, first in, as always. Ronald, Pocket Women, G Key Man, good morning. Fred Flintstoner. Who else do we have here? I think that's about it for right now. Let's see. Wow. Yeah, Rune, typical summer here is like near 90, around 90 degrees Fahrenheit. So I guess that's what, about 31 degrees Celsius. But yeah, it's actually nice and warm out here in the shop. I remembered last night to come out here and turn the heat on, so we're at a balmy 60 degrees Fahrenheit out here today. So if y'all were around Wednesday, we picked a few locks, took them apart, and I put a little poll on Twitter asking how many of y'all thought if I put all the locks back together. I think Gumby was the only one who said that I didn't. And Gumby was right. I did not. So what we're going to do is just spend a few minutes putting these locks back together. They're still laid out exactly as I had them. And then we're going to take this little Penduit by Abus Lotto lock, which we could not take apart because it has a steel pin in there, a little rivet in there to hold it together. But we're going to take it apart. I know I have a couple of these. I just can't find them right now. And I think they may be inside somewhere, but I couldn't find the other ones out here in the shop. Also the Zing Recycle Lock, which is another Abus product. This one, I know I have a second one of, I just can't find it. I don't know what I did with it. They're probably over there in the shelf somewhere, but yeah, we'll figure it out later. I'm not going hunting for them today. Let's see. Good morning, Brian. Yeah, Rune, that's cold. It's no wonder that all the pictures of the area, like where you live, Denmark, and then also over in Sweden, the Netherlands, that area, all the pictures you see of little towns are just so cozy looking, and with those temperatures, you would have to stay cozy year round, especially if you weren't used to it. But yeah. Yeah, pocket women. I think that this lock. I'm pretty sure that if we drill this rivet out, then it will allow this bottom section to come out. We'll see, of course. And if that doesn't work, then we can break out the Dremel. I will be very kind to everybody and mute the audio when I'm drilling. But anyway, let's get some stuff to repin or put these locks back together, at least. Not repin them, but put them back together. So let me get the camera angled down. Also, before I do that, I wanted to see if any of you guys had any suggestions on cleaning plexiglass. Y'all remember from my project the other week, I had this big sheet of plexiglass, and you can see it's pretty dirty, kind of scratched up, and what I was thinking is giving it a good washing with some soap and water, and also going over it with I've got some stuff that is designed to remove light scratches from my glass top stove. I was thinking about doing that, seeing if that would work. But my idea is I would really like to have some sort of a clear marker board. I've got some chalk markers, and I want to be able to have something actually just right over here, put like a black background on it to where it shows up, and be able to write, whatever I want to on there. But any ideas about that? Okay, let's look here. Let's see. Nothing to do with the... Okay. Alright, pocket women. We'll try that before we go drilling. So you're saying basically this bottom cap just pops off and should be able to remove everything that way? Because that would certainly be more convenient than trying to drill everything out. Let's see. Yeah, I see a little bit of play in there. Okay. So maybe a good screwdriver. Alright, yeah, I'm pulling on it now. I see that now. Okay. Alright, we'll try that, pocket woman. Rune, if we get about an inch of snow, especially now that I'm living down closer to the Charlotte area, which is south of where I was living. Where I was living was in the foothills of the mountains, so we could tolerate about an inch or two of snow, but down this way, 1 inch would just shut everything down. So that's why I'm hoping that nothing sticks to the roads tomorrow. Hot air gun for the scratches. Okay. Super fine sandpaper, yeah. Yeah, the headlight refresh kits. Okay. Alright, Pocket Women. Yeah, we'll try that idea on that lock. Okay. Well, the plexiglass project. I may do that some tomorrow, depending on what the weather is. Again. I know at the outset, at least, it needs just a good cleaning with some Windex. But I thought it'd be kind of cool to have that up here. Maybe even mount it up here somehow by the window. And then just use the black foam board that I have sort of as a background to it. Or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So, all right. Let's get the camera turned around and we will start putting these locks back together. We'll start with the Lockwood 334 that we picked open and looked at the other day. Which I'm glad y'all are enjoying the Wednesday lives as well. Kind of keeps me out of trouble. Should be on schedule for another Wednesday live this coming week. Now, I understand completely if y'all can't get in here for it. There's so many videos, so little time. We'll put everything back together real quick. Check it, make sure it works. And then we'll take this other one apart. So what lock projects have y'all been working on lately? Anything out of the ordinary or new or interesting? I'm going to try to start watching some more videos when I have the chance. That didn't really happen anymore this past week other than Monday and Tuesday, when I was able to watch a few. Slide that right back together. Hopefully we got the bitting right. Well, okay, there we go. Ready? Get this guy back together. Let's see. Yeah, Rune, if Night Owl was here, he would say that. I know they get a lot of snow up there. Bill Bacardi, where he's at in Chicago, of course, they get, snow. I think they measure snow by the yard or by the meter. Of course, that's up there. I know, Fred, you're kind of close, or actually a little bit more northern up there than where he, where he is. All right. That in. And just in case you're not used to doing this, whenever you put a lock back together, padlock like this, make sure you don't over tighten that screw that's in the shackle hole. Because if you do, it can actually bind up the core to where you can't turn it. Alrighty, so that one is good to go. Let's see. Yeah, Rune, that would be cool to have the follower like you made. That would be awesome. I'll tell you another thing that I would eventually like to get is actually one of those little borescope cameras like Bosnian Bill uses sometimes. I think I could really make some interesting videos with that. And I am using a 3D printed follower for this one because it has the half moon shape. This is from the Avis Brady lockout tagout lock. Springs are already in there. But this one I got from Bobby Keys, and it normally stays in the bag. Just in case if I encounter any of these locks. And it has the half moon cut out on the front of it. You can see right there. The only thing about 3D printed ones is they're a little bit rough. I need to sand this. Why did I have that? I had a spring hung up. That was interesting. See if we can bend this guy back together. If not, I've got some more. Should still work. Let's go at it this way. Start with chamber, what is that, 4? Yeah. Put a good spring in there. And then load our pin. That one's not going to work without a spring in there, would it? Not very well, at least. Y'all were probably yelling at me through the camera when I did that just now. You forgot the spring. Oops. We got it, though. We fixed it. Fixed it before it was broken. Alright, there's the spring. That was a standard in the 6 chamber. Okay. Hey, BC Lock Picker. Jason, morning. Lock Pickings gal, good morning. There's a lot of people here today. Let's look back through the chat real quick. Brian, okay, that's fine. Yeah, no worries on Wednesdays. It's just kind of designed to drift in, drift out. Okay, Pocket Women, that's cool. Hand filing keys are fun. That's kind of fun to do that. And then the light follower to be for an American lock, that would be cool. Lots of snow. Huh. Yeah, so BC Log Picker and Fred, y'all measure snow by the 1.5 meters, right? Yeah, Rune, test everything before you put it back together. That's for sure. Log Pickings gal, I think I said hello. Jason again. Let's see. Who else? Good morning, James. Miko, good morning. Yeah, Rune, this lock sits on the shelf, so it's just a collection lock, so it won't be used for anything. But yes, if I were to use it, that would definitely have a new spring in it. I wouldn't try to reuse a busted spring or a bent spring in anything that was going to be used on a regular basis. And I did put it with the bent end to where it's up in the chamber of the Bible, so it's not directly interacting on the pen, which I know that really doesn't make a whole lot of difference, but for my purposes of having this sit on a shelf for demonstration uses, it'll work. Okay. Let's see. Night Owl, good morning. We're just talking about you. Air Springs, yes. Air Springs, GK man. Okay, Pocket Women. Well, I'm not gonna bring up Paul's video while I'm doing this, but how about this? You can guide me through. Y'all can guide me through on that. And we'll get this cover apart without destroying it. Did he just use a screwdriver to pry it off, Pocket Women? Or did he have to do something special for it? Cranky lock, okay. Yeah, LPG, I was talking earlier, we're supposed to get a wintry mix this evening into tomorrow. Okay, that works nicely. So hopefully, though... Okay. I want it. Give me my key back. Did I put this thing in backwards? Did I really? I think I really did. Shoot. Alrighty. So there's blooper number 2 for the morning. And we do the dance of the followers. Because the 3D printed one has the half moon shape on it. And you know what? I'll run a shim in here. I was trying to do it without a shim, but I guess I should. Shims are a friend. There we go. All right. Now it gives me my key back. Okay. Put this little clip on here. Yeah, Night Owl, that's what kind of what I did. I put the least damaged in towards the pin. See. Morning, Dana. Hope you're doing all right. Go. Just putting some locks back together from Wednesday's video. Because honestly, I was just too lazy to go out and get my bag. I didn't have my full bag inside. And of course, we drop everything here. So I brought it in today. We're going to put this stuff back together, and then we're going to take a look at, on the insides of another lock that we picked on Wednesday. I hate ball bearings. Here's the actuator. It won't go in like that. I'll never get it in. Let's see. Just looking at the chat. Good morning, Paul. Fred, the reason why I was able to catch that and do that like I did is because I have messed that up before. Pretty much more than once, in fact. Actuator needs to go sweet. So we'll go in that way. And then put our other ball bearing in here. Will that go in? No, that won't go in from the top. These are a pain. I hate dealing with ball bearings and padlocks. Y'all have seen me do that before. Does this one drop in? Yeah, okay. That one does drop in there. Alright. I was on it right to start with. Do that. with our finger, put that in. No, that does not go in like that. Alright, we'll try it the other way. And in. Put our actuator here. Yeah, I need to keep some grease in here, y'all. I don't think I have any Vaseline or anything. I've had to use it at work with the hour cutbacks. Okay. And I don't have any good magnets either. Let's see if this thing... Okay. Back of this little light. That one will go down. Let's see if we can't do it this way here. I think we've been through this before on a live, haven't we? Pretty sure we have. Okay, there we go. Think we've got it in there now. Let's get a hand and holding this. I think it's all about how you hold your tongue as well whenever you do this. I just put that there so I can have something to hold it together. That won't work. Hold it together. I'm going to put this in here. There we go. And make sure this is lined up. Think. Yep. Put my actuator in there the wrong way. Alright, so the actuator is going to go in like that, like that. Alright. So I need to put this in. Put that in there. Like so. Look at the actuator again. That's going that way. This is going to go that way. there. I'm not even looking at the chat right now, y'all, because I know y'all are telling me a bunch of stuff that I'm probably missing. Let's look here. Okay. Let's look. All right, now I'm looking at the comments. Yeah, no points on the ball bearings. Yeah, the Vaseline, I don't have any out here. Like I said, it all got used up at work after when they cut my hours. Let's see. See, look on the side, yeah. James, that's awesome. Yeah, some grease. Yeah, put the shackle in first, yeah. Hey, Anthony. Pete, good morning. Mr. Puzzle. Okay. Let's try that. Let's see. Let's do what Night Owl said. And let's get some more light over here. I can't see crap down in there. Hey, there we go. Put the shackle in. Okay, so that way with that way with the actuator. Whew. All right, LPG, have a good one. Stay warm up there. Hopefully the weather doesn't get you too badly. All right, we're gonna mess with this. So hold it, shackle down. Put one in there. Put the other in here. Make sure. Okay, that's how that's going to go in. You know, if anything, I've got some bacon grease in the house. There we go. All right. Now, the moment of truth. I still don't think I put the shackle in correctly. Or the actuator. Maybe. Maybe I did. Okay. What do you know? Sweet. All right. I know y'all are saying, finally he got it. Jeez. There. Don't do anything that tempt you to eat the log. The cats will. Yeah. See, I don't eat bacon that much. Like, I don't know. I mean, I like bacon. Let's see, there we go. All right, so this goes over here to the side as well. Since that's done. All right. So this goes, actually, I think this one goes to this lock. Yep, okay. Alrighty. We really need to... Rune, the thing is that in that entire study guide that I have, there is nothing about actually assembling this, just the components of it. And the thing is, the state specifically says they don't care how you learn the skills, just that you're able to pass the test, which is kind of scary. You know, there's no practical exam to it, but, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Kind of good for people like me who are learning the way that I'm learning, but at the same time, you know, I know my limits, and I know, I know where to stop if I'm not comfortable doing something. People who just take the test and you know, get help from other people who have taken the test just to pass it, that kind of worries me there. Let's see. Ronald, 4 types of keys that I can think of are your milled keys, your bit keys, flat keys, and let's see, flat, milled, bit, barrel keys, and then see, those are 4 there, but I think there's actually a couple other examples in my study guide. Good morning, helpful lockpicker. Glad you're here. Haven't seen you in a while. Let's see. Yeah, Rune that's the same thing. Like, I've been, in law enforcement. I knew plenty of people who passed the written test, which is over 700 questions covering all kinds of stuff, and then you get them out into practical training and they just can't do it. They just can't put everything together. So let me look back through here. Oh, also, Ronald, the other keys that you have are, of course, house keys, car keys, the Florida keys, the Francis Scott keys, piano keys. So yeah, those are a few other keys that you have. There's off keys. As G Keyman just said, junkies. Bit barrel, tubular blade, cylinder, flat, distatainer, and milled. Well, the hole in the barrel key is to go over the post that's in the lock, allowing the key to rotate. Oh, that's cool. Helpful lock picker. Yeah. Monkeys. Yeah. Definitely Pete. All right, let's take this lock apart. Let's see. All right, pocket women. You said, let's see. Yeah, the turkeys. Let's go through here. Core retaining pin. Okay, so when the plastic is off, drill out the core retaining pin, and then you can punch through the retaining cap on the side chamber. Okay. All right, so pull the plastic off, and then we've got a pin to drill through and punch out. Okay, we can do that. Two critical measurements of a barrel key. That would be the diameter and depth of the post that's in the lock. Am I correct? This is a great way to stab myself. See, there we go. I thought you were going to see some bloodshed there for a second. For a second I wasn't sure that wouldn't have happened. All right, that's one of those very easily snapped tabs on the inside that Pocket Women was talking about. I can see that. Okay, and then all right, so that slides there. Okay, I see. There's that pin right there. So we'll knock that out and get. Ready? Let's see. Yes, Night Owl named it. I love Police Squad and Leslie Nielsen. his movies. That pen came out easy. Was that the... Alright. Does this need to come off, this plastic coating? Because otherwise the case won't slide past the case there. And there's nowhere. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Chris Aarons. I'm actually taking them apart. I believe you sent me this lock. We're just talking about you the other day. So I'm taking this one apart, trying to do it without destroying it. Let's see, does the shackle. Core retaining pin. Okay, so that would be... Alright, so drill out the core retaining pin right there. Gotcha. Alright, let's set this over here. Hey, Torch. Okay. Ronald, you can identify key blanks both by the shape of the bow, the numbers that are stamped on the bow, if any, and if it's a neuter bow with no key section markings on there, stamped on there, you can compare the profile of the blade to what you know or a guide. Let's get the rotary pick. Got some new drill bits the other day. They're Craftsman, but they came with the little quick change thing, and I really like that. So let me get this up and out of the way here. Zoom in a little bit. That's not it. It's on a flat face. Okay. Well, yeah, shackles retained over here. You're talking about down there? That little hole right there? I can see it. It's on the flat face of the lock. Well, okay, that's as far back as the shackle will go again. Maybe I need it unlocked. Now the key ain't working. There we go. Okay, there we go. Alright, so it still works. Okay, I see that right there. That's what needs to be drilled out, right? The wide flat face. Okay. You talking about this pin that I already knocked out? That was right there. That's what I knocked out with the punch. So that's already out. Do not drill that. No. Okay. I'm not drilling anything. 5 common milling shapes used with cylinder keys. Honestly, that I don't know, Ronald. Okay, yeah. Bottom of the shackle. Okay, I see that now. So this pin right here is inserted there. Okay. Huh. Well, that was easy. Weird, but easy. Okay. I guess it needed to be in there and turned. All right. So I don't guess we need to drill anything after all, do we? Because the pins are sealed in there. Yeah, so this whole thing would actually have to be taken completely, like, milled down, or drill out each of the chambers and replace the plugs with grub screws, which I don't think I'm going to do today. Let's look here. Yeah, helpful lock picker here in North Carolina. You have to be licensed to be a locksmith. Let's see. So just punch these through? Is that what you're talking about, Pocket Women? Because then, I guess I would have to see the video. But you're talking about punching these through the cylinder caps. Can reuse the caps. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll save those drill bits to break for another day then. All right. So you're saying just punch all of these down. Are you including the brass one that retains the core as well? To where that will, I guess I'd have to, so I can slide it all out, right? Let's look. Punch to reassemble, not with pins and springs in the chambers. Right. Because I really do want to do this one cleanly. I've butchered several others, so not of this kind, but you know, y'all have seen me butcher other locks. Okay, so drill out the core retaining pin. So drill that one out. And then what? Pull the plug out. Okay. Okay, I see now. All right. Sorry. So we're going to drill this one out, pull the plug out with the pins, and then once everything from the top of the chambers dumps down in there, dump it out, and then punch these through and reassemble it. Tap them back in once you repopulate everything. Is that right? Okay. Okay, Ronald. Square, round, V-shape, right angle, left angle. Sweet. Let's see. Small hole in the retaining pin and pull it out with a small screw. Okay. I wonder if I have a screw that small. Let me look. I don't think I have anything that small, but I wonder if... Is that going to be about the size of a regular brass pin, though? It is. I just don't think. Let's see. Let me see if I have any brass rod left. If I have some brass rod, that would be perfect. But I don't think that I do. Mortise cylinder cam screw. Okay. Drill the center of each cap. Pry them out with gasket puller. Yeah. Hey, Ken _ yeah, I've got the key for it. I just want to pull it out to see what kind of pins are inside. Mortise cylinder cam screw. Actually, I think that one I just had. Yep. I do. I mean, the thing is, the diameter is going to be... It's going to take up most of that. Let's see if I have... project screws here. This one's got a sharp enough point on it that I could probably get that in there if I drilled it just enough and then screwed in just like Rune just said. Alright, let's get the vise over here. That level. Yeah, I would love to have a drill press, actually. I just haven't had anything that would justify me buying one, unfortunately. Let's get this up here. Alright. Okay. Yeah, pocket women I've got. I have some spare pins. But I just don't know if it's that long. And the brass stock that I keep around for, or used to keep around for making pins, there we go. I can't find it, or I've ran out of it. I don't think I've ran out of it completely. Let's get this. I was off center for that. Probably just wind up having to replace it. Look. Now, that'd be cool to have room. Left-handed drill bits. Now, let's see if we can get this in here. My screw's going crooked. Alright. I think that screw's a little too big for that. Let's look. Look here. Yeah. Pocket women, that's what I'm trying to do. But 'tis not going in for me. For some reason. Alright. My drill was going crooked. That might have been why I wasn't getting anywhere. My drill was going crooked. The itty bitty wine glass store. That's a much better camera angle for y'all. Why didn't y'all complain about the camera angle earlier? I would have. Okay. How we doing on time? Okay, we got a little bit of time. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to drill it out completely, Pocket Winner. I don't see a way of not. Y'all were complaining about the camera angle? Okay. Sorry about that. Next time, type louder. I can't always hear the words coming out of y'all's fingers. Yeah, y'all are right. This might wind up as a follow-up Twitter story. I just don't want to run over into Jason's time slot. But I'll tell you what we might do. Instead of doing it as a Twitter follow-up, I may do it this Wednesday. Y'all know it'll probably just sit here until then. So that's probably what we'll do, is just follow up with this on Wednesday. and I can figure out, that'll give me some time to look for the brass rod. I know I've got some brass rod, but I just can't lay my hands on it right now. So this seems more like a Wednesday project. Anyway, so anyhow, let's go ahead and wrap this up here. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah, I just don't want to keep going on and then wind up either not finishing or just posting something kind of lame on Twitter about it. So I've got the pieces set aside. I've still got the lock mounted in the vise. So we will come back to this Wednesday. Let's see here. Let's look. Night Owl just ordered the Dremel desktop drill press kit. That's pretty cool. We'll have to see how that works for you. Definitely, like, if you can, try to do a video on it. That way we can see. I mean, if it's not too expensive, that might be something that I might be interested in if it works. Okay, Rune says they're great. See, Anthony, I think I said hello to you. Yeah, Pocket Women, I think I could feel it getting close, but I'm not sure. I know I've taken a lot of it, most of that brass out of there. But I think we'll just finish it up with a little bit on Wednesday. I can drag the project table over here and we can have something a little bit more to mess up rather than throwing brass shavings all over my workbench over here. Let's see. Take it to a mini belt sander. Actually, a sander would be a good tool to have too. I almost bought just a little Walmart brand palm sander for some stuff, but yeah, budget crunch these days. Rune, what's for dinner tonight? Yeah, +1 for a mini drill press video. Yeah, definitely. We can see if it's worth it. See how useful it is. I mean, I'm sure it would be worth it, especially if you don't have, the justification to buy a full-size drill press. But sorry, I'm trying to clean up some of those brass shavings before they get everywhere, or before I jam them in my fingers. Yeah, Miko, I could use master wafers. I know I've got some of that brass stock still around. And even if I can't find it, I found where they sell it at Lowe's. When I bought some music wire last weekend, I just can't remember if they've got this. I think they've got the solid. I know for sure they have the tubing, like the hollow, tiny but hollow brass tubes. It should be a heck of a good way to easily make some sort of pin-in-pin type arrangement. Yeah, Pocket Women, I've seen some I've seen some like cheap drill presses, but like the cheapest full size one, um, like Harbor Freight, which I'm sure there in Australia, y'all have something similar to Harbor Freight, where it's a discount tool shop. Um, the quality is not that great, um, but like a Harbor Freight drill press is, I think they're like between 100 $120, and then if they have one of their coupons, then it goes down to like 89 or 90, something like that. It knocks off a whole bunch. um, I mean, all the stuff is made in China, is not made with exacting tolerances, and they're not one-time use power tools, but don't expect anything more than about 2 dozen if you're lucky. Um, but for me, and what is kind of what I do, it would be nice to have, because it's a little easier to keep it, plumb when drilling than trying to use a hand drill. So anyway, all right, Night Owl. Yeah, if you can, that would be awesome. Yeah, make sure it's not freezing in your workshop. It's a little over 60, and my heater over here is cranked up to full blast, so it's still probably, I'd say right now it's probably about 42 outside, maybe, if that. We were talking about you earlier before you joined in. Supposed to get a wintry mix of snow here, and we said that where you are, you basically measure snow by the yard, instead of down here where 2 inches of snow is enough to cripple the system. Let's see. Master wafer, push down, core, retaining pin, stuff. Okay. Yeah, I'll go pocket lemon. I may go by Lowe's tomorrow morning again if we're not snowed in, just to see if I can get some brass, because I don't know about I don't know how long that pin is, but I could feel more resistance the deeper I got on it. So we'll finish that up Wednesday. It's almost 11:30 now. And Jason's coming on in about half an hour. So in order to let everybody have time to get what they need before they go over there or finish up, I'll go ahead and end it up. Just watching the chat here. Today is, I know I asked Rune what he was cooking. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. I'm making black bean soup again today. I think I posted pictures of that, but I got a friend of mine who wants the recipe, and it was actually my barber asked me for my recipe the other day. So I may do a little video on that. Maybe. We'll see how it comes out. Minnie Mouse pancakes, mini cup of coffee. That sounds pretty good. I had leftover pizza from last night, for breakfast this morning. I was feeling a case of the lazies. But anyway, chicken breast with cream cheese and sun-dried bacon. Sun-dried bacon, okay. I've never had sun-dried bacon. Now, a few weeks ago, I made a knockoff of an American chain restaurant called Carrabba's. I made their chicken brine recipe, which is grilled chicken breast with goat cheese and a garlic butter sauce with sun-dried tomatoes in it. And that turned out pretty well. And I love goat cheese. So I put a little extra on there. But yeah, cream cheese on there would be good. Sun-dried bacon. How does that work? Is it like kind of like how you have sun-dried salmon? It's about the closest thing I can think of, but as much fat as salmon has in it, it's nowhere near as close as bacon. That's just, it's got my brain in a twist. Oven potatoes and sauce. Okay. Alright. Yeah, today's going to be black bean soup and cornbread. And I've got some bacon I need to cook. Like I said earlier, I'm not a huge bacon eater. I like it. I just don't eat a lot of it. So maybe I will cook some of that into my black bean soup. I've never tried that. I put ham in my black bean soup, but I've never put bacon in there. Anyway, all right. Yeah, Pocket Women, thank you for sharing what you learned from Paul's video. I will look that up just to see, just to go over that and get ready for Wednesday. I'll be out here Wednesday, and I may start a little bit later in the day on Wednesday than 10 a.m. I don't know, it just depends. Definitely won't start any earlier, but maybe closer to 11 my time. So Pocket Women, that would be like, what, 3 a.m. for you? And I've thought about if I can do it, I've thought about doing like a Tuesday evening to where it's more in the daytime for some of you. Like after I get home from work. But that is really dependent on work. And the one thing with work that I can depend on is I can't depend on anything. So anyway, let's see. Special Italian bacon, salty and hard as a rock. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, Miko. 20 degrees out. No, Bacon in the black bean soup. Huh. Okay. All right, folks. All right, it's 11:30. I'm gone way past my normal time. So, anyway, y'all have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you again for all the help, advice. Ronald, thank you for quizzing me. Look up that episode of Police Files. It's on YouTube. You can watch the whole thing for free. Please do that if you need a good laugh. That's a great. I don't see. I guess the country just was not ready for a whole full series of that. I mean, granted, Police Files turned into The Naked Gun, which was. I mean, the movies were okay, but I like Police Squad. So, anyway, all right, y'all. Have a great weekend. I will see you again this coming week. If anything should come up, I will put it on Twitter. Also, before I go, y'all might have seen the other day, the lady from Cats with No Hope. I helped her out with a little bit of advice on the lock for her door. Uh, in the area that she's in Syria, and around the area she lives in, apparently there have been a bunch of break-ins where they've been snapping the locks and attacking them. I helped her out with just some basic guidelines on buying a new cylinder because they use profile cylinders in that area. But anyway, she also posted she's doing a raffle to help bring one of her other cats back. She was in Tunisia before COVID, and then just as COVID was hitting, right before COVID hit last year, she moved from Tunisia to Syria and was able to bring 22 or 23 of the rescues. Most of all of her rescues have some sort of special needs. They're either blind or missing a limb or something like that. Anyway, she has one cat that is coming over, getting transported from Tunisia to Syria. Eloise is her name, and that cat's story is just so heartbreaking, but it's also so amazing because Eloise is doing great. Go over on Twitter, go over to Cats with No Hope, look at her story, and maybe if you can afford it, consider sending her a few bucks to help out. So, very, very nice lady, does great things for cats. So, anyway, Twitter at Cats with No Hope. All right, guys, I will. Alright, folks, I am headed out of here. Again, thank y'all for stopping by. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. I don't get any money at all from any of these videos. I do it because it's perfectly fun. It keeps me out of trouble, entertained, and I learned so much from doing and having y'all help me. So anyway, again, thank you guys. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. We'll see you next time. Let's see if I can cut myself off, because at least I didn't